Welcome back to Bad Boy Gaming. Alright, basically since the creation of this channel a year ago, I have been asked, how do I make those playmats that are seen in many of my videos? I kept telling everyone, oh, I'll make a video. Well, finally got around to it. I believe it's way past time. I'm not kidding, thousands of people have asked how I make the playmats. This video is going to show you step by step how to do so. Not only that, but I'm also going to give away the playmat that I make in this video to one lucky subscriber. In order to be entered or eligible, all I need you guys to do, you got to like the video, share the video, and most importantly, you need to be subscribed and comment below what it is you enjoy most about Magic the Gathering. I will pick one person whose comment stands out amongst the crowd, and we will go with that person, and they're going to win this awesome playmat, okay? Let's get right down into it. What you're going to need for this are glue sticks. Pretty basic, pretty simple. This one says wrinkle-free glue stick. What you do not want is Elmer's glue or any kind of basic glue. This will cause your playmat to stink, all right? It might be recommended by teachers, but no, it's not gonna do you any good in this because we need it to be very flat. And we are gonna get that out of the glue sticks that we're gonna use. I have two, you're probably gonna wanna go with two as well. There's no clumping. Definitely make sure that it doesn't clump up. They are non-toxic, very important. Next up, you're gonna need a pair of scissors because you're gonna have to cut this cardboard in the background. You are going to need 36 total cards. Doesn't matter what cards you use. I mean, it's all really up to you and your discretion. You're gonna need a total of 36 though. I decided to go with good old red and black, fun little color combo in Magic. 36 total. All right, next. We have to actually take this poster board. You will need a poster board. And you're gonna have to go and get it laminated as well. I will show you everything. The poster board, pretty standard poster board. I don't know if there's a size on here or not. 22 inches by 28. This is a very large one. So we're gonna have to reduce the size on this bad boy. We are going to fold her in half. And this is a very, very key step because if you screw this up, it can mess with the quality. You don't want it looking sloppy. So make sure you got your fine little points pretty darn evened up with your corners there. And then we are going to give it the old press down. Be careful. Be very careful. Be very gentle with her. Be very gentle. There we go. There we go. I'll show you what I'm doing here. We are going to make that fine little crease. And on top of that, we're going to have to cut it right down that crease. Also, you will want to consider using a black Sharpie when you do this. And that would be near the end. You would fill in any whiteness you would see basically on the playmat itself. All right, so there's that step. Pretty simple so far, eh? The cut. It's all about the cut. You gotta be really careful doing this. Because if you cut it wrong, it's gonna stink. Make sure it's pretty darn straight. I know, this is the most fun you've had in forever. I understand, but it's a good time. It is a good time, guys. I do appreciate each and every one of my subs that I do have. You guys are freaking awesome. It means a lot to me. Don't for one second ever doubt that. Hence why I'm giving this playmat away in the first place. All right, so get that cut looking really nice and sharp. Keep it as straight as possible. I try to be a perfectionist, but you know what? No one's perfect. And if you try to be perfect, you're just gonna drive yourself crazy. So just make sure it does look pretty darn straight. You don't want it being all crooked and sloppy like. Now you have two. Boosh! Which is even better. So you can make two playmats out of this. out of the one cardboard. This is a standard size playmat that you would see in a card shop, or people that are using at their LGS. Well, at their LGS card shop, same thing, or at a tournament, or whatever have you. Okay. Now, just to double check, we want to make sure everything's lined up pretty good here. So I'm going to bring this right about here. We're going to give it the old 1-2 just to show you guys. I'm not going to lay them down like this, but you know, look at that. It's almost like it was meant to be. Pretty crazy, huh? All right. So that looks good. And then we're going to run it across, of course. Next up, glue. Now this part is seriously a delicate process. This is the most time consuming. I'll just do a few and then I'll speed it up and show you guys a little bit further down the road where we're at in all this. Make sure you use the glue very, very wisely. What you're gonna do, you're gonna cover the crap out of this, all right? You're gonna wanna start with the top, because if you start with the bottom, you'll find out really fast why you should not have started with the bottom. Why is there a clump? They lied to me, them savages. All right, we can get rid of that clump though. But yeah, I basically would like run across all this. This glue really makes it stick. It's what you need. The Elmer stuff, no bueno, all right? It's just no bueno. I don't know why it clumped up like that. First time ever. And of course it would be on camera, go figure. All right, there we go. All better. Make sure you get a nice, even little spread there, and don't go too far ahead of yourself, because if you go all the way down the line, you're gonna run into another problem. The glue's gonna dry up on you, and then you're gonna have to just go over it again, and it can look a little tacky, so you don't wanna do that. Don't do that, all right? Don't be tacky, guys. And I like to kind of split up the colors quite a bit. I'm gonna start with a good old red in the corner. Oh yeah. This one I'm actually gonna make, it's really important you get this perfectly lined up. This is so important. I cannot express enough how important it is that it is just absolutely perfect. On another note, I probably should have started with the bottom, just saying, because that was more of a clean cut from the factory or the manufacturer who made these. All right. Bada bing. That sucker is straight, golden. On to the next one. The first few are so important. They are so crucially important. I cannot express enough how important they are. I mean, I know I'm getting up in here, but it is necessary. You really, really, I put my glasses on for this. You really got to make sure that they are straight as can be. Otherwise, it's gonna look sloppy. All right, perfect. As you can see, it is a little time consuming, but it's not gonna take you forever to do this. I can typically do one of these in about 30 to 45 minutes. I like to take my time only because I want it to look as good and as neat as possible. I have made some of these for patrons before, and believe me, I took my time for damn sure on those. All right, so we got our first three down. It's looking pretty sharp. It's looking pretty sharp. You rub the glue on it some more. All right. I'll do a couple more here, and then I will speed it up for you. Especially when you start doing the second line, that's when things can get a little rough, because it's easy to make a mess up, let me tell you. All right. Looking sharp, looking sharp. Who's excited for Dominaria? And the following set of Dominaria. And those Challenger decks. That's looking pretty sweet, man. I'm really stoked about all of that. Especially Dominaria. Because I was a fan back in Urza's, the Urza block. That's basically around the time I started. Ice Age was the very first set I ever purchased. But Urza's Saga, Urza's Legacy, Urza's Destiny is what takes the cake for me. I think those that block is just magnificent, and it was an exciting time because that was around the time I started. About a year into it, I think. A couple years into playing Magic. There we go. I also liked Exodus, Tempest, Stronghold. Those are a lot of fun too. All right, beautiful. I'm gonna stop it here, but you want to make sure that line is very crisp, very straight across. You don't want to be bending this. All right, we'll stop here. I'll see you in like 2 seconds. onto this second row. One thing I did not mention yet, what you should do to really help out and make sure it sticks properly, don't put it directly where it needs to be. You want to kind of slide it into place, because then it's going to really adhere to the glue and to the back of the card and the poster board itself. Make sure that line is beautiful and perfect and everything you want it to be and more. Don't go crazy and beat yourself up over it if it's not amazing. All right, things no one's perfect, guys. But try to be as best as the better you do, the better of a job you do at this, it'll really shine. When you have your finished product, it'll really stand out. People do it's almost like a piece of art. I mean, it's crafty, and you put your time and effort into it. As you noticed, I did use an almond kit right there. So I'm gonna have to do the same over on this side and then down here and yada, yada, yada. You'll see how it all goes. Also, I try not to have these too close to each other. See how I just caught myself right there. So I'm gonna back it up and I'm gonna use this one because it doesn't match that one or this one over here. It's not always gonna work out that way because we do have a limited amount of these full art lands here. They only made so many of a variety of them. They only made so much of a variety, yada, yada. All right, I do apologize for getting in front of the camera, but it is necessary for me to make this as perfect and accurate as possible. All right, now we got this guy. Ooh, that one's a pretty one. We don't even have one of these yet. Very colorful. There we go. This is coming out really nice. This is coming out really good. It is coming along. It is coming along. Already onto the third row. It is looking really freaking sharp right now. Oh yeah. Definitely make sure you apply the glue evenly as possible. Every little bit that you put into this, you will get out. All right, and I mean, we've used up quite a bit of glue here already. We've used about almost half of it. Actually, a little bit more. Happened rather quickly. But yeah, you will go through glue sticks like crazy on this. I think the glue sticks are about, what did I pay, $4? I think I paid $4. Not too bad. $4 for 2 glue sticks, and you can get about 3 playmats out of that. So not bad. Total expenses. I mean, I had scissors sitting around the house. I'm sure a lot of you do. Make sure you use some pretty decent scissors. You don't want to use the plastic ones, the little kid ones. Probably don't want to go that route with the plastic ones, just saying. And I think it was about $7, really, between the 2 glue sticks and the cardboard, or the poster board, and the cards itself. Depending on what cards you use, obviously, is going to dictate how much is going to be spent in this. One of my playmats is over $100. It's all foils, and that is real. That is real. I don't like this one being here. I just don't like it there. This could be a problem, but I'm glad this happened. Be very careful when you rip that sucker off. I didn't like that it matched up with this one up here. Yes, I can be that serious about this, guys. But that's that's what makes it look nice. You want it to look really good. You don't want anything to look too uniform. You want it to be like you want it to be random and blended, but you don't want this one matching with this one. You got to mix it up a little bit. This and this, yeah. But if I do it over and over and over again, it's gonna look. Not tacky. I mean, not many people will notice it. I guess it's how hard you are on yourself. And sometimes I am my own worst critic. I am my best critic, to be honest. We're going to use the other almond cat one right here. Right below this guy. Oh, is this almond cat? That's our devastation. That's almond cat, yeah. So we have this those arches, or what, I don't know what you want to call those. What are those things called? What are those called, guys? Someone let me know. But that little artwork design they got going on there. There's 2 here and 2 here. And that's it for those ones. Because I did notice too many of those on the playmat. It looks kind of funky. because it's not very, they're not, these all look the same. I mean, look what? The sun's rising, the sun's setting in one, and these are cracked, you know, because it's Hour of Devastation, you know, and Amonkhet, they were still there. You see what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. We throw this puppy on last right here, make sure it's nice. Now, you will notice we do overlap. We are overlapping a tiny, tiny bit. But that's okay. When it goes through lamination, don't even matter. It doesn't make a difference. It does not make a difference. Down to the nitty gritty. Now you can use any cards. You can use Pokemon. You can use Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, it doesn't matter. You can use playing cards. I mean, there's so many different uses, I guess, you can get out of these kind of playmats. They're really neat, you know. Actually, I kind of might want to make like a playing card one. I think that'd be kind of neat. I might make a playing card one. I think, therefore, I am. Oh, yeah. But yeah, any card game out there. I mean, this could even be for moms out there even. I mean, this could be something crafty to make for your son who likes Pokemon or whatever. I mean, does not matter. It is so smooth. That's the best feeling. When you're all done with it, just rub your hand across it, baby. Oh my goodness, it is so smooth. Smoother than a baby's bottom. I love it. Now, not done yet. We got to do some trimming. This is really important too. But man, this sucker looks pretty darn beautiful. I like this one. I almost don't want to give this one away, to be honest. Just saying. Now we need to trim this. This is going to require a very steady hand, because if you screw this up, guess what? Little Billy is not going to get his cards. They're going to be all ruined, and he's going to blame mommy. So definitely make sure. I hope you guys can see this. It's hard to do it with the camera and me not like going like this and just completely blocking the view. So I'm doing my best here, but you want to make that cut all the way down. Be gentle. The further in you get to when you're cutting, it can be really crazy. Oh, we got him. Nice little strip there. All right, check it out. Check it out, guys. Let's, actually, you can probably see it in full view right there. Bada bing, looks gorgeous. It took some time, but we're not done yet. Now we got to go and get it laminated. So come with me as we journey on. Woo! And also, it is a good idea to put some weight on it. I just used whatever book, put it on there. But you can weigh down the whole thing. Use some kind of weights. I'd say leave it on there for about a half hour, at least. This glue does dry relatively quickly. All right? All right, and here it goes. This is the lamination process.
Nice and easy.
Oh, yeah. You would want to take it to like one of your local office supply stores and have this done by a trained professional.
Indubitably.
Yeah, this gentleman was nice enough to allow me to record this process, which is pretty neat of him. But yeah, in it goes, in it goes. And it only cost a total of about $5 for this size playmat, so keep that in mind. That's relatively inexpensive. That is neat.
Yes.
I can show you.
There we go. I got scared there.
All I gotta do is.
Things you sometimes.
Gotcha. Wow, that looks sharp. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Wonderful. And next we take it over and get it cut to size.
When we got it up here, it's 1/8 of an inch. So bring it back down to the middle. That shows a half. That gives us approximately a half inch.
Perfect.
Make sure it's even.
So we're giving it a 1/2 inch border, guys. And it looks darn sharp. Look at that. Cut to size. What a pro. Wow, that came out nice.
I think maybe.
And as the French say, et voila.
Hey, voila. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much.
A pleasure.
Gorgeous. Of course, we are mindful of the glare, but here is the finished product. This is what one of you guys are going to receive. I do wish you luck, and I do appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you're subscribed, like, and yeah, comment below what you enjoy most about magic. Let me show you the backside. Now, there's glare because of the lighting, but also, I decided to sign this bad boy. So there you go. And it's on the flip side, so it's not all up in the face all the time. All right, guys. In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.